रामाय रामभद्राय रामचंद्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः. Ayodhya chapter number 27, Mother Sita's reply. The recitation begins now. None was ever known to speak to Sita but lovingly, so it needs no saying that she was ever gentle of speech to others and kind. The harsh words of Rama and her boundless love for him roused her to quick anger, and she cried, Rama, would that your pure lips were never soiled today by such light words. I am but a girl, yet for the very life of me I cannot control my laughter. This is a new experience for me and one not very welcome. The firstborn of the flower of the Kshatriya race, it is strange to hear you give utterance to words quite at variance with your love to me. O Lord, a husband's father, mother, brothers, sons, daughters-in-law, and kin reap the results of their past lives and do good or evil accordingly. But a wife alone is the half of his very self and rises or falls with him. So the order of exile to the forest includes me as well. Here the Vedas say this wife is verily half of herself. What refuge safer and happier in this world or in the next for good women? Father, mother, soul, body, and friends? Nay, none of these. It is the husband and no other. Hence, I have a legitimate claim to one half of everything yours, joy and sorrow. You are my only hope and refuge. If your feet are set towards the frightful wilds, I go before you, treading soft the sharp grass. Be not impatient with me and say she will come with me and enjoy rare happiness. Or a foolish woman this, how dare she maintain obstinately that she will follow me to the forest when I say nay? Be not wroth with me and say I advise her to stay here and lead a happy life, yet she will go with me at any cost. She makes light of my wishes. She persists in preferring roots, fruits, and other woodland fare to the royal comforts and luxury of Ayodhya. Put away from you impatience and anger, even as you cast away polluted water and forbidden. Do you want me to believe that you hesitate to burden your single self in wild woods with the safety and happiness of a woman? How can you convince me that you are anything but the very flower of valor, the god of heroes? So you may take me with you and not feel anxious. Am I such a miserable sinner as to deserve to survive your departure to the forest? Nor is my soul dark with such a sin that I should expiate by being left here behind you. Take me with you to the forest and you will be happier for it, but never will you regret the favor done to me. Travelers across sandy deserts drink from their water skins and carefully preserve what is left against a future necessity. They never throw it away and are happier for it. Even so, take me with you. Ask me not, why do you prefer a rough life in the woods to the power and pomp, comforts and luxury of royalty? A good woman knows no higher duty than to regard her husband as a god and devote herself to his service, body and soul, be he prince or peasant, philosopher or fool. She cares not to reside in the palaces of emperors or in the aerial cars of the shining ones, nor can you entice her with offers of supernatural yogic powers of coursing at will through the myriad worlds. My parents have taught me, time and oft, my duty to my lord and husband. I have a good knowledge of the means to be pursued to secure the highest good by persons in various castes and orders of life. So I pray you spare yourself the trouble of teaching them to me afresh. A happy life it must be to me in the pathless woods, the teeming home of elephants, tigers, and bears, where man is not. I am sure I will abide there as cheerfully as in my father's palace, my thoughts ever centered upon affectionate service to you, and caring a straw for the wealth and pleasure the world can give. It will be a long spell of joy to me. Engaged in the vows and observances of the hermits with restrained senses, I shall roam by your side through the dark groves of honey-dropping trees, while objects rare and beautiful meet the eye on every side. An utter stranger to you has but to take shelter with you to seek your protection. Do I ask of you too much to protect me who know no other Lord and Protector? I go with you today, and when I have once made up my mind to go, heaven and earth cannot prevent me. I will thrive well upon sweet roots and juicy fruits and save you all worry on my account. Ever fearless and safe by your side, I long to behold hills and dales, mountains and valleys, forests and groves, and charming lakes and pools where swans, herons, and other aquatic birds sport joyfully, and to listen to your description of their manifold beauties. I shall bathe with you in the holy waters and pass my days happily in strict observances of vows and penances. Thousands of years in the forest with you will seem to me but as a moment. The bright worlds of light are to me but a dark and noisome dungeon if you are not with me. I will follow you to the frightful woods where footman has never trod, where monkeys, deer, and elephants roam in savage freedom. I will keep my senses under perfect restraint, and your holy feet shall be my only refuge. My heart is your shrine, and it has no place for any other. My hopes, my joys, my affections are all centered in you. You but condemn me to instant death if you leave me behind. So I would request that you grant my earnest prayer and take me with you. Surely I am no drag upon you. But Rama, ever wedded to Dharma, would not hear of it. The very thought of exposing Sita to wild and dangerous life of the forest was an insufferable torture to him. So he began to describe to her at some length the dangers and difficulties of a wild life in the woods and tried to turn her heart away from it. Mangalam Koshlendraya Mahaniya Gunabde Chakravarti Dhanurjaya Sarvabhaumaaya Mangalam.